right, so here we go. One of the fighters that a lot of people think could make a championship run in this division. And the term well-rounded obviously is overused in modern-day mixed martial arts, but I think it applies.
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. We speak privately about these fighters, and when we talk about this kid, we talk about what is in the future. Because if you look at him short-term, I think you're not doing him justice. This guy possesses all the skills in order to be an elite-level mixed martial artist. Now, is it guaranteed? Absolutely not. But he seems to have the foundation, the framework to become a UFC champion. Let's see if he can continue on that path with a victory tonight.
And one thing he all but guaranteed was a finish, either by knockout or submission, so we'll see if he gets it. All right, here we go. A lot of fans had their sights set on this particular matchup, and I think a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu community really curious to see if this guy can make a run at a UFC World title.
He excites them because he's a guy that has come to the UFC with that background and has excelled. He's getting better every single time he steps into the octagon. And you know what? He's a guy that specializes in grappling. So when you're on the ground, you're in trouble. He knows that. He's comfortable there. He recognizes that if he can get you to the floor, you are in a heap of trouble. Let's see how he plans to do that tonight.
And he certainly was quick to acknowledge all the power and the skill on the other side, but this man has a composure and a maturity that belies his years, and we are excited to see him compete in a big setting here tonight. All right, so the tension is palpable. Both fighters have graced the octagon, ready to go here at the famed Honda Center in the Big A, Anaheim, California. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Arman Tsarukyan. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Beneil Dariush.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, here's the lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan, as this round gets underway. There are easier draws in a UFC debut than Islam Makhachev on short notice. He was competitive that night, and he has been largely dominant throughout his UFC lightweight career. He believes he will have both the striking and the grappling advantage in this particular matchup here tonight. Just out of range with that strike.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
Big left hand. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Dariush. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds to it.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Dariush going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. All right, so early on in the fight, and the BJJ fighter immediately attains the clinch. He told us in this matchup space was not going to be his friend, and he closed it nicely there.
And he's not level changing the shots, John. He's not shooting to your legs. He needs to be chest to chest so he can use his trips and his length to try to get this fight to the ground. Mission accomplished.
All right, so as advertised thus far, as these fighters continue to trade strikes. Clean with the right hook. Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Single leg takedown is good. Tsarukyan gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Nice punch to the head. Another takedown.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Tries to work it into a takedown.
Nice block.
Left hook counter.
That one was clean. Great punch.
That one appeared to stun him. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. Oh, nice overhand left. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook a little bit.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. Oh, nice kick. What a beautiful leg kick that landed.
Some nice back and forth action here. Oh, the takedown attempt starting to pile up. Here's another one. Unable to secure. It's a nice jab by him there. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dariush. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Dariush is right back to the full mount. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, take a seat, boy. Come on. Let's get this together now, all right? You've been here before, and you're going to overcome this. You're down right now, but I need you to work hard.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked him and nearly got him out of there. We'll see who has the upper hand now here moving forward.
That was a huge moment for him in that round. He found his shot, rocked his opponent, couldn't get the finish, but he had to feel good walking back.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control. Oh, right into mount.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tsarukyan. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Making all these shots count.
Big ground and pound.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. with the ground and pound here. Tsarukyan is looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
Dariush is in half guard now.
Now he's going full mount. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Let's go! Get him off! Get him off!
Tsarukyan is back in full mount. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Getting the mount here.
1.5 minutes now to go in round 2. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the show.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big advantage position for this fighter. Look at that. That's tight. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes' obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Time.
Round 3 next.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Now listen to me. That was a great round. I don't want you to force those submission attempts so bad, though. Okay? Stay patient.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Left hook counter there yet again. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Not much behind the takedown offering there. Tsarukyan gets lit up by that straight punch. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Might get the TKO here. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Tsarukyan going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tsarukyan.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Tsarukyan.
In the half guard.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Tsarukyan's back in full mount.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Dariush is in half guard. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Great shot from the top position.
Tsarukyan is right back to the full mount here. Less than 2 minutes now to go.
Oh.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Close guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Dariush is trying for a submission here. Oh, I don't know. That heel hook looks tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swing and a miss by Tsarukyan. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Final 30 seconds of this third round.
He's hurt.
10 seconds to go in the round. Dariush gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style. He gets denied.
Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round. Oh!
He's in a lot of trouble.
And now a left. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Tsarukyan. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. He's setting up the armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once it gets going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars.
Oh, he's out!
He actually escaped. Look, I gotta stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so the fighter's setting up another sub-attempt here. Oh, that's tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Tsarukyan. Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
And that will do it!
Goodness!
Unbelievable. Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
And here we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Beneil Dariush.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.